Welcome to our RFP Money Story podcast, a space for sharing real money stories and where we dive into real conversations about finance, success, and the lessons learned along the way. Joining us today is a financial accountant and a 7-year member in RFP, Ms. Rodora Mendoza. Good morning.
Good morning and of course good afternoon and good evening wherever mapapanood nila itong podcast na ito.
All right. So before we dive deeper into this conversation, let's go back to where it started because I just wanted to ask about your personal money journey. So, what's your first memory of money and how did it shape your financial mindset?
My first memory in money is when I was a kid. Really. Kasi nakatira kami from the squatter area during that time. And then I saw how difficult we are handling money that time. So, um, nandun yung eagerness ko when I was, I think, grade 5 na to have a cell phone. It's just a cell phone. And gusto ko, ayoko hingin to sa parents ko sa pagbili ng cellphone. So, I started saving from my baon dun sa allowance na binibigay sa akin ng parent ko. So, dun nag-start yung my first journey in saving money for the purpose of having this gadget. So uh, that's the start of savings.
All right, but growing up, were you able to adopt that or nadala mo siya hanggang
Yeah.
nagka-career ka na?
As long as the journey goes, naging natural or hobby na yung pag-save sa akin to buy something. So that's my mindset before. I need to save because I need something to buy. So ganun yung mindset ko that time. So the long journey, parang hobby becomes your character, your behavior, until na magka-work ako. So, talagang naging hobby ko na yung savings.
Alright, kasi usually, I mean, mostly na na-interview namin is, yun nga, nagsistart sila sa pagsisave. But is there a financial lesson na you wish na natutunan mo na siya way back before?
Marami. Marami actually. One of the lessons that I've learned from that is yung not just saving money for buying these things, but also nung nag-join ako with the RFP, dun ko na laman lahat nung what needed. Kasi meron akong mindset na ito lang yung paniniwalaan ko. Parang close-minded ba? So, before, I hate insurance. Totoo yun. May mga nag-aalok. Pero that time, hindi pa ako RFP during that time kasi close-minded nga ako. So, yung insurance, hindi ko pa naintindihan that time. So, maraming nag-aalok. Sabi, ang mindset ko that time is gastos lang yan. Bakit ako kukuha? Kaya ko naman mag-save. Save for this, saving for my in case of emergency or in case of sickness, ganyan. Kaya ko na mai-save yan. Ganun yung mindset ko before. Then, the lesson learned for that is, sana pala nagsimula ako, bata pa lang may insurance na ako. Actually, di ba, if we talk to some financial advisors out there and pinakinggan natin sila, matututo din tayo. So, yung sa akin, bago ko sila pakinggan, nag-join ako kay RFP. And later on, hindi ko rin inaasahan na magjo-join ako sa insurance industry that time. So, it's a big lesson learned na I should start early as I can. Nung nag-start sana ako ng work, nag-start na sana din ako. Pero after pa that, yung nag-start yung journey ko, when I was started joining RFP and joining insurance industry before. So, I am a former insurance advisor and I think I left 2021.
Alright, so before we proceed dun sa joining RFP, were you exposed to financial field? Kasi, di ba dati insurance advisor ka? So, during that time, how did you handle your finances or your financial decisions
Early
before joining RFP?
before joining RFP.
Yes.
So, before joining RFP, actually, yung way ko ng pag-save ng money is just for buying something. So, naka-stick lang ako doon. So, saving for emergency fund, something like that. So, without anything na basta pag may gusto kong bilhin at may gala ako, isisave ako. So, that's my purpose of savings before. Yun lang, wala nang iba. So, ganun yung flow. And then, um, syempre, sabihin ko na yung, nung nag-join ako kay RFP, before joining RFP, meron kasing conference at a meeting with church na invited dun si Randall Chongson and Marvin Hermo during that time. So, they explained everything about not just RFP, but the basic of finance there. So, dun ko natutunan yung behavioral and head knowledge ng personal finance. So, I think that was college time when I heard about personal finance. And then, after that conference, Mr. Marvin offering something that about stock market. So during that time, I availed that because I think he is offering it free during that time, and I am still student that time, so in my college days. So for that, inavail ko siya that time. So, marami akong natutunan about stock market during that time. So, nag-start ako. Doon ako actually yun yung my first try as a investor na pwede pala yung gano'n. So, nung nag-open ako for the stock market, I started that time. And then, later on, after that, naging ano na ako, pursuing na sa mga lessons, investing to myself about books. Actually, books ni Randall, binabasa ko din. So, doon nag-start yung change nung everything before joining RFP. So, I've joined RFP nung nag-work na ako. So, that's my journey before joining RFP.
All right. So ever since you started your career, or ever since you had your first job, how did you manage your earnings or way back before you mentioned na nagsisave ka, but was there a turning point or downfall financially, and how did you recover from it?
Of course, yes. Actually, we have a lot of downfalls before. So, first one is what we call the scam. So if you, I also have an article in Business Mirror. So I wrote also there those scamming. All written in that article is what I've experienced. So una-una is syempre merong friends or friends of friends na nag-aalok ng ganito. They just want to share what their experience, and because friend mo siya, syempre nakakahiya naman, or parang tulong mo na rin sa kanya sa ganyan. So that's one of the biggest mistake that we have tried, because para siyang Ponzi scheme. So we really down that time because we pull out all savings for that. So yun yung biggest mistake na nagawa. But the lesson learned from it is kahit pala friends mo or kahit pinaka-closest friends mo, if when it comes to that business, or dapat you should know what kind of business is that. Hindi yung trust lang. Kasi kakilala mo na trust. But yung trust na yun nasira kasi dahil doon sa hindi ko inalam what's the business is. Ano ba yung business na yun? So, yun yung isa. And then, other is business. business again, but this business is a different business. It's like something coffee shop or something like that. So we invest, and then again, we um we tried we expect a return to that kasi investment nga eh. So we
Yeah.
should expect, but uh again fall again. So out of savings, so yung kinukuhanan namin is from the savings, which is really wrong that time. So natuto kami sa ganung paraan. Parang it's hardest way pag na-experience mo talaga, doon ka matututo. Or maybe may pagkukulang din sa knowledge or head knowledge about that kasi wala ka pang masyadong alam during that time. Hindi ka pa experience in everything. So, parang doon, na learn namin na no business talaga muna, kung registered ba yan. Yan, na-mention ko also in article. So, it's very important na to know that this business is really registered and allowed to collect money, something like that. So, and now, ina-apply syempre, hindi ka na uulit dapat dun sa mistake na nagawa mo before. So now, we are really tighten the budget. And also, in terms of people, kahit close, ano mo na yan, syempre, you should take care the relationship with them na hindi dahil lang sa money masira yung pagsasama nyo. So, we balanced that. We decided to balance those na nangyari before. And thankfully na dahil sa RFP, ayan, natuto ko yung mga dapat pag-aralan and dapat ah, i i-apply sa sarili. Actually, it would be apply mo muna sa sarili mo, sa family mo before the clients. Kasi nandun yung pagiging good steward na pinagkatiwala sa iyo. So, kung magkano, halimbawa yung 100 pesos, kung paano mo siya gastusin, it's the same thing on the 100,000s that would be given to you. So, it's really matters na you start small and be faithful on that. So, yun yung pinaka lesson I have learned before.
Okay, so since you already mentioned na rin yung investments, kasi I was about to ask if may investment ka before na it didn't work out, na-mention mo na rin siya. So, ever since na you have knowledge now about financial planning, how do you balance yung expenses when it comes to investments?
Actually, I have my own formula. So, in RFP, you also learn that. So, syempre, yung formula ko will not be suited for you or to someone else. Talagang, I started that na I need to create my own formula to balance everything. So, first is, actually, yung formula na yun nababago over time. Hindi yung nag-start ka nung first job, yun pa rin yung gamit mong formula. It's nababago siya over time kasi nababago din yung needs, nababago yung pangangailangan, and of course the price, 'di ba? The
Yes,
inflation. So
inflation.
nababago. So you need to adjust it talaga. So for recently I updated my own formula, and my formula here is 50% goes to my needs. And then 10% goes to church. So aside for that, 20% also for savings. And the another 10% this is for my wants. So talagang ako po is matipid sa sarili ko talaga. Hindi po ako maluho. Yun yung ano ko sa, parang nakasanayan ko na rin, 'di ba sabi ko po, from the kid na I am, nagsisave ako. Talagang ganun akong katipid sa sarili ko. So, parang naging hobby ko na siya, na-adopt ko na siya, hanggang maging character ko na siya, hanggang ano, patuloy na. So, having your own formula will help you to reach the goals that you want to be.
Alright, how do you organize naman yung formulas na yun? You're like traditional monitoring, like Excel sheet, or you have your own digital monitoring track?
Actually, now I use Excel sheets for that.
Okay.
So, but actually, um, I'm trying to create some digitized, but for now, I use Excel sheets.
Alright, so for now ba, do you consider yourself as a saver, spender, or investor?
I think I should rate that. So number one is saver talaga ako.
Ah,
So and then and second is investor. And then the list is the spend as a spender. So bakit? Kasi savings kasi yun yung talagang nakasanayan ko. And then investor, why? Kasi despite of failures, I have multiple investments also. Siyempre, diversified dapat tayo, hindi lang sa isa. So, actually, yung stock market ko didn't work out din eh. Talagang, naniniwala ko na kanya-kanyang calling talaga. So, merong nagpa-prosper sa stock market, sa crypto, iba-iba yan. So, dapat kilalanin mo yung sarili mo. Although, merong mga nag-aalok sa inyo na cryptocurrency, stock market ka, crypto, before you join alamin mo kung kaya mo, personally. Kasi ako, sinubukan ko siya, pero hindi nag-workout. Hindi porket na hindi nag-workout is tutuloy mo pa rin. Or maybe merong nakahanda para sa'yo na ibang investment. So, look on it. So, talagang dapat ikilalanin mo yung sarili mo and the strength ng self mo kasi ikaw lang makakasagot nun sa sarili mo. Ikaw lang nakakilala sa sarili mo kung hanggang saan you tolerate na amount ng money na kaya mong i-lose. Actually, in investment is something that dapat extra siya. Hindi siya from savings. So, talagang extra to invest. So, ayun. During that time, I have investments that is fit on me. So, sa akin lang to. Siyempre, iba yung sa inyo. Those investment that is fitted on me, unang-unang mutual funds.
okay.
So, kasi pag mutual fund, may nag-manage ng fund mo. So,
Oo, totoo.
parang ako sa stock market kasi parang yung time ko, syempre, kailangan mong silipin or sa cryptocurrency, kailangan mong din silipin yan.
Ikaw mismo.
Or pagkatiwala mo ba sa iba yan. So, pero nadala na kasi ako sa pagkatiwala sa iba. So, it's really a lesson learned for me. And pangatlo is yung cooperatives. So, I invest in co-ops. So, do and insurance also, the VUL. So, those investment na dun umiikot yung investment and savings ko so far.
Okay, let's go back dun sa formula. Strict ka ba dun sa mga percentage na binigay mo earlier?
Um, Actually, mayroon siyang changes minsan. Monthly nga minsan eh, monthly. Pero, my budget as a whole year.
Okay.
So, hindi siya monthly. Di ba, merong nagbabudget ng monthly. So, ako, binabudget ko na siya annual. And then for that annual, kung ano yung, syempre pag employed ka, you have your base salary. So, syempre pag business, hindi mo kasi ma-estimate yung kikitain for the whole year. But for those person na employed, you have your base salary. And then, for that base salary, binabudget ko na siya as a whole for the whole 12 months. And then, ano ba yung mga annual dues or mga annual na kailangan bayaran? And then, I divide it into 12. So, and then, ganun yung ginagawa kong monthly. So, pag every time na na-receive ko yung salary ko, meron akong auto-save. So, auto-transfer to the other savings account. So, ganun yung currently na ginagawa ko, which is doable for me. Para kung ano yung natira sa bank account ko, ito lang gagastusin ko. So, ito lang yung sa needs and wants ko. Ganun. Ganun ako mag-manage currently.
But there was a time na, syempre, na-organize mo na, di ba? Parang hinahati-hati mo na
Mm.
yung salary mo. May times ba na kinakapos? And
Oo.
ano yung nasa pinaka-last ng listahan mo na, okay,
Mm.
next time na lang muna to?
Actually, meron talaga. Actually, yung binudget ko parang break-even lang, in and out lang. Pero may kasama namang savings doon.
Ah,
Yun yung good thing doon. Nandun lahat kasi sa budgeting ko kasama talaga yung savings. So, pag ganun na kinakapos, nag-a-adjust ako, for example, sa expenses. Like, yung labas-labas or paggas ng actually gas ng sasakyan. So yun muna wag na munang lumabas ganyan. So and then personal expense. Actually kasi work from home naman kami, minsan lang kami mag-on-site. So ah yung pag-on-site nililimit ko din kasi may gastos din yun pag nag-on-site ka. So may pagkain doon. So yun yung mga binabawas ko pag nasa-short na ako or baka sumobra ako. Doon ako nag-a-adjust sa expenses.
okay. How about dun sa investments? Kasi you mentioned earlier na parang nagkaroon ng failure when it comes to stocks. And then yung parang coffee shop na business before, nag-exist pa rin siya up until now.
Hindi na po. Yung coffee shop na
Ah,
or something na, hindi na po nag-exist yun.
ah,
So,
okay.
talagang sarado na yung that time. And then, ano yung isa?
Yung
Yung
sa stocks.
the stocks. I have my portfolio pa rin sa stocks. So, hindi ko lang siya masyadong dinadagdagan. So, nandun lang siya. So, kasi malulugi ka lang once you sell it eh. So, hindi ko muna siya sinel. Kasi, parang nandun lang siya as is. Sige yan. Pero, nagdi-dividend doon naman ako eh. So,
Okay.
para sa dividends ako bumabawi sa stock market. So, kasi pag, yung sinasabi nila, aside from the dividends, kasi lalaruin mo yung stock market eh. Kung buy or peso averaging, ganyan. So, di ko na masyado siyang ginagalaw. Kasi, um, time consuming for me kasi marami din, as an accountant din kasi marami din ginagawa. So, hinayaan ko na lang siya doon. Hindi ko siya ginagalaw.
So, currently, yung investment mo is yung mutual fund. And then may isa ka pa nabanggit.
Yeah, mutual fund and co-ops.
Okay, so let's move forward naman sa RFP. How did you discover RFP and what motivated you to pursue certification in RFP?
Actually, as mentioned earlier, I heard this from Mr. Marvin and Randall during that time in conference. And dun sa talk nila, dun ako nag-start or parang may nag-spark, parang gusto ko maging ganyan, maging katulad nila na, ayan. So, parang dun pa lang, dahil nag-start yung journey ko dun, ah, gusto ko nga after graduation mag-RFP na ako. Ganun yung mindset ko that time. Pero hindi ako pinagbigyan. Kasi I need to work first. Kasi syempre, yung i-sustain nung pag-aaral ko kung wala pa akong ayoko naman manghingi sa parents ko kasi nag-aral na ako for the 4 years course and then another So after the graduation ah, s- ako yung tipong naghanap na agad ng work. Kasi yung iba after graduation, sige, pahinga muna.
Oo,
Maraming ganun.
vacation,
Pero
travel muna.
ako, iba eh. After graduation, kailangan ko na maghanap ng work para to pursue that dream. Actually, merong vision board. Lately ko lang din naman na yan, during RFP. So, during that time, the journey of my first job, akala ko makaka-start na ako ng RFP. Actually, after talaga, yun nga yung goal ko eh, after graduation, pero hindi na natupad. During my first job, hindi pa rin siya natupad. So, I think I want 1.5 year na pag-aantay before I join RFP. Nung second job ko, nung lumipat ako, which is in Makati. Kasi during that time, RFP is in Ortigas. So, mas malapit. Kasi yung first job ko na, it's in province Cavite. So, malayo. So, nung nag-start ako ng second job ko, parang dun ako nag-decide na, parang kaya ko na 'to, kaya ko ng ego yung RFP that time. So, merong seminars ata that time, not sure if Financial Fitness Forum ata yun, na minsan nagpo-promote si RFP ng tuition or the regular fee that time. So, meron na akong hawak na yun. Talagang ready na ako to join the RFP. So, I think that was year 2018. 2018 yun. And then, doon nag-start yung journey ko kay RFP na every Saturday, yun yung after the 5 days work and then Saturday dito naman ako. So, dun yung start yung journey ko na mag-join kay RFP. And upon joining the RFP, marami talaga akong natutunan and cut the mindset nung before. May mga change akong mindset before. Kaya, that was 2018. Yeah.
If we're going to choose one topic from RFP sa lahat ng seminars or webinars or modules na basa mo from RFP, what is one thing that you would like to recommend to other people who haven't joined RFP yet?
Um, Siguro depende sa mindset nila. Kung ang mindset nyo katulad ko before na ayoko ng insurance. Ayoko ng insurance kasi gastos lang. Meron topic si RFP about insurance where you understand more about insurance. So, and then siguro kung hindi ka naman ganun, hindi naman yung ganun yung mindset po is retirement fund. So, mayroong retirement lesson with the RFP where you will know about your capital, the human capital there. So, kay Mr. Efren yun. So, talagang helpful yun. So, that's the topic that I should recommend for insurance and retirement. It depends on their perspective before.
But personally, on your own,
On-
yung same topic lang din.
For me, is insurance. Yeah. Because yung mindset ko talaga is gastos lang yun. So, naging nabago talaga siya nung I joined RFP and understand the principles of the insurance.
Okay, are you investing right now sa insurance?
Yeah, I think I have 5 insurance.
Okay. That's for on your own or may share din yung family?
Bukod pa yun sa family.
Okay. So, ikaw
I
din
have
yung
my
nagka-cover nun. Okay, that's great. And then, before we start the interview, I asked you how long have you been a member here in RFP? And you mentioned na since 2018.
Yeah.
So, almost 7 years. So, in a span of 7 years, how did you approach other people or how did you influence your platform to share your knowledge and skills?
Actually, I started it within the family first before, as I mentioned. Kasi kami ay my parents ko kasi is broken family. So, I live with my on the mother side. So, nakita ko yung struggle niya and also para mataguyod lang kami, ang daming loans. Yeah,
Okay.
common yung loans sa
Yes,
mga
sobra.
ganun. So, doon, pinractice ko yung natutunan ko with the loans. Siyempre, you need to give up these things para maka-move forward tayo at maka-start ulit ng ano. So, struggle din ako. Kasi, struggle ako sa pag-implement nung natutunan ko. Dun pa lang na-struggle ako, family ko pa lang yun. Within our family, talagang struggle. Pero challenging siya. Kasi, pag nahirapan ka, it's a challenge talaga. Pero pag nalagpasan mo siya, parang madali na siya to share with other people. Kasi nalagpasan mo na siya. So, I think natagalan ako doon. I think over years talaga or not just 1 year or 2 years yung ano kasi loans talaga it's talagang mahirap i-clear out yan. Kaya sabi ko 'di ba nagbabasa ako ng books with meron kasi dun sa books ni Randall is yung improve your cash flow, yung small snowball effect. So, yun in-apply ko yun unti-unti hanggang ano kami. And the only option lang dun is magbenta ka ng asset to uh, close all that and start it again. So talagang medyo nahirapan talaga, pero so far yun naman is nalagpasan naman for that way. And then in the platform, sharing those experiences kasi for me kasi mas effective yung na-experience mo to share with them kung paano. Ang struggle with the platform naman is they not applying what they learn. So maraming ganun. Marami ako nag-speak na rin ako sa mga students and sa church, and then may invite din. So, maraming but hindi lahat nung taong pinag-i-speakan mo isa-apply yung mga sinasabi mo. Kasi um, depende pa rin yan sa mindset nila kung paano nila apply sa sarili nila. So, I have those close friends na lang din na sinisharean ko din that time during, which is ina-apply naman din nila. So not all, syempre di naman lahat ng ginagawa ko is applicable for them, but I just guiding them which investment is good. So hindi ko pala nabanggit yung MP2. So I started also MP2. So
Okay.
mostly ang gusto ng mga friends is MP2. Kasi yun yung parang accessible sa ngayon na madali lang mag-save. So, mostly, yun yung start ko na dapat sa family muna, sa'yo, sa family mo. And then, once you have done, also, it would affect also your employment, kung nasaan ka man, or maiba man yung employment. Kasi ma-apply mo din yung integrity na pag pinagkatiwalaan ka ng gantong bagay, paano mo siya i-handle. So, it's the same thing on the same thing on how you handle yourself personally. And then, pag na-practice mo sa sarili mo yun, ma-apply mo siya kahit saan ka pumunta. Kahit, for example, sa company, pag pinagkatiwalaan ka ng company. So, the way you handle those things, ma-apply mo din dun sa company, which also give them a benefit. Kasi, it controls everything. So, yun, so far yun.
Okay, so as a financial accountant, how did RFP help you improve?
Um, Actually, for that way is analytical thinking. So, not just form of money, right? So, but analytical thinking where business expense goes, why this part of expense is going higher, something like that. So, dun ko siya na-apply personally na bakit nga ang laki ng expenses dito, 'di ba? Eh di ano ba yung mga dapat gawin to reduce that thing? Kailangan mong i-suggest. Although hindi ka naman pag business kasi itong role mo lang, ito lang role mo, ito lang yung mo. Pero matututo ka din kasi makikita mo yung gastos ng business. What if in the long run, you will put your own business din. Kasi alam mo yung magiging decisions mo na gagawin. Kasi habang employed ka, marami ka ring matututunan. So for me, ako, as an employed na marami na akong natutunan about na hindi lang about your position, but the flow of the business itself as a whole. Kasi yun naman yung tinitignan as a whole. So, dun pa lang, nakakatulong yung yung RFP sa way na ay kulang si company ng benefit na ganyan, kailangan ng benefit na ganito. So, yun yung one thing na we should apply also when we are in a corporate. So, pwede mo siyang i-suggest. Actually, it's really depends on the company. But in our company, we are open in suggestions. So, yeah.
Okay, so for the sake of our viewers and listeners, is there something that you would like to share? Any valuable lesson about financial planning or about RFP?
Um, the valuable lesson so far is the gawin mo na yung ngayon. Meron kasi akong mga naririnig na di mo na ako magse-save kasi maliit pa yung
Oo.
pera ko. Saka na lang pag malaki na yung sahod ko, parang ganun. So, one thing valuable for that is start small. Kasi tulad na sinabi ko before, kung paano mo i-handle yung maliit na bagay, ganun din yung malaking bagay. So, kung ngayon pa lang is nag-struggle sa savings, struggle pa rin sa savings, mahihirapan ka talaga. Pag lumaki na yung pera mo, mahihirapan ka mag-save. Kasi parang practice lang yan. When you practice savings, it would become your hobby. Parang siguro in sports, 'di ba? Para kaya lang naman nagiging magaling ang isang tao sa sports is they doing practice
Yes.
and consistently.
Yes.
So it's the same thing when we start savings consistently. It would become our hobby. And then that hobby, once we have that hobby, it would become our character na rin kasi. And then that characters it's now become your behavior. So nagiging behavior mo na siya all throughout. So, kung struggle ka ngayon pa lang, i-start mo na, pilitin mo na. Actually, discipline. Disiplina sa sarili. And maybe parent mo hindi ka madisiplina, pero dapat disiplinahin mo din yung sarili mo about your money. Kasi sa akin kasi ah, hindi ka yayaman kasi kung mindset mo or yung character mo is not right. Kasi God knows how you handle those money. Kung mapapasama ka dyan, hindi ka bibigyan ng malaki. Pero kung alam ni Lord na paano ka mag-handle, He will give you abundance and how you handle it. So, ganun yung system na in-apply ko and the valuable na natutunan ko kasi hindi naman lahat ng sa school is natuturo. Hindi lahat ng napupuntahan mong seminars is pare-parehas or i-adapt mo lahat ng hindi mo ma-adapt lahat ng lessons that learned kasi lahat ng ma-adapt mo lang is yung applicable sa iyo. It depends also to your strength and weakness. Like sinabi ko sa stock market, hindi yun yung strength ko. So it's really depend on you. Kaya dapat kilalanin natin yung sarili natin para alam natin how we can move forward and maabot yung goals na gusto natin.
All right. So before we wrap things up, is there anything that you would like to plug, like your social media accounts, or if you're pursuing content creation, you can go ahead and yeah.
Actually, I have articles, but in Business Mirror, and I have social media platform also in Facebook. Facebook only, wala akong TikTok, wala akong ganun. Hindi ako masyado, kasi ako yung tipong, tahimik lang talaga ako. So, hindi ako Pero I have my social media in Facebook, so Rodora Mendoza RFP, so they can see that naman. Pag sinearch naman din nila in the web, makikita rin naman nila. So, there also, I have no YouTube also. I think I turn it down kasi hindi ko na ma-manage yung time ko. So, yeah, if you want to get in touch with me, message me in Facebook page.
So yung Facebook page, most likely about financial planning
Yeah.
and advising.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that actually ends our conversation. And that's a wrap on today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. If you love diving into money stories as much as we do, make sure to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify, or visit our official website at rfp.ph for more financial insights. Until next time, keep chasing those money moves.